First batch of Nigeria's pilgrims to 2025 Hajj arrived Saudi Arabia. Security in Northwest region. Governors meet in Katsina to fine-tune strategy. And Minister of Information and National Orientation Mohammed Idris entreats Nigerians to leverage advantages of social media. Hello and welcome to the news desk at 6 on NTN News 24. We are reaching you live from Abuja. I am Chinenye Nwoye. The Vice President of Nigeria, Kashim Shettima, wants Nigerians performing the 2025 Hajj to be good ambassadors of the country while observing all important Islamic exercise. The advice is coming at the flag of the federal government's inaugural airlift of pilgrims to Saudi Arabia for this year's Hajj. Kingsley Ononiwu has the details as presented.
For the first time in the political history of Imo State, Samuel Mbakwe International Cargo Airport, Owerri, is witnessing direct international flight operation of any kind with the inaugural airlift of Nigerian intending pilgrims from the country to the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for the 2025 Hajj. Flagging off the inaugural airlift of the intending pilgrims for this year's Hajj, Vice President Kashim Shettima, who represented President Bola Tinubu, urged the intending pilgrims to be good ambassadors of Nigeria in the Holy Land by ensuring that their conducts reflect those values the nation adores.
Treat your assignment as a trust from God. Let us learn from the mistakes of previous exercises and ensure that every pilgrim departs and returns with a heart full of gratitude and a voice free from complaints.
He also commended the Imo State Governor Hope Uzodimma for running an all-inclusive government for the residents of the state, irrespective of their religious affiliations. Governor Uzodimma, while thanking President Tinubu for approving the 2025 inaugural flight of the intending pilgrims for the Hajj from Imo State, noted that the state has long stood as a place of religious tolerance and peaceful coexistence.
The only airport built by individual contributions of citizens of this state, that it now serves as a departure point for an international pilgrimage, reflects not just our history, how far we have come.
If we really want to move our country to move forward, we have to respect one another. We have to respect various religious beliefs.
Out of the total number of 64,188 intending pilgrims for the 2025 Hajj, 315 of them from Imo, Abia, Bayelsa states are departing for the Holy Land from the Samuel Mbakwe International Cargo Airport, Owerri.
First flight of the Nigerian pilgrims has arrived in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia for this year's Hajj. Our correspondent Jamilu Ibrahim reports that the flight, which has 540 pilgrims as well as 6 NACON officials on board, landed safely at Mohammed bin Abdulaziz International Airport, Medina, at about 4:30 Nigerian time. The pilgrims, who hail from Bauchi State, are in a high spirit and full of gratitude to the Almighty Allah for the safe flight. 4 other flights that took off simultaneously from Imo, Kebbi, Osun and Niger states have also arrived in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. A total of 40,671 Nigerian pilgrims have been registered by NACON to perform this year's Hajj from the government quota, as the outbound flights are billed to be completed on or before 24th May 2025. Meanwhile, the Embassy of the Federal Republic of Nigeria in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia is assuring the Nigerian contingent for this year's Hajj that their safety and comfort are guaranteed throughout the Hajj season. Head of the embassy, Dr. Ibrahim Modibo Umar, gave the assurance while formally welcoming the Nigerian inaugural flight at the Prince bin Abdulaziz International Airport, Medina. Correspondent Jemilu Ibrahim has more.
The Nigerian inaugural flight for this year's Hajj, which took off from Owerri, Imo State, safely landed at the Prince Muhammad ibn Abdulaziz International Airport, Medina. On hand to receive the pilgrims were officials of the National Hajj Commission of Nigeria and those of the Nigerian Embassy in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, led by Dr. Ibrahim Modibo Umar. The Nigerian ambassador in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, who addressed the pilgrims, enjoins them to be law-abiding as adequate arrangements have been made to ensure their safety throughout the Hajj season.
Good news about this year is that the temperature is going to be a bit cooler, unlike last year. So inshallah, we expect the Hajj to be very smooth, and I can tell you that all arrangements are top gears, that we are going to have inshallah a very, very smooth Hajj operation.
The more than 300 pilgrims that boarded the inaugural flight are from Imo, Abia and Bayelsa states.
The journey was fantastic. One of the most seamless journeys I've undertook, and I really commend the Nigerian government and the National Hajj Commission for doing a fantastic job.
It was fantastic. In fact, I'm highly delighted, so happy. Today, I'm among the people that comes to Medina. Alhamdulillah.
Meanwhile, other flights that conveyed the Nigerian pilgrims from Bauchi, Kebbi, Osun and Niger states have also arrived safely in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, and the pilgrims were warmly received with flowers in their respective hotels. From the holy city of Medina in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, Jamilu Ibrahim, NTA News.
Earlier, the first batch of 420 intending pilgrims from Kebbi State for the 2025 Hajj pilgrimage were airlifted from Sir Ahmadu Bello International Airport, Birnin Kebbi, to Medina, Saudi Arabia. The Kebbi State Deputy Governor, Senator Umar Abubakar Tefida, delivered Governor Nasir Idris' message to the pilgrims to be good ambassadors of Nigeria while in the Holy Land of Saudi Arabia.
Very fast of our pilgrims to Saudi Arabia. In fact, it's not only the first flight from Kebbi, it's almost the first flight from Nigeria to Saudi Arabia. So good for that, and that's why we are here.
Amirul Hajj and Emir of Aragungu, Al-Haji Samaila Mohamadu Mera, responding on behalf of the pilgrims, promised special prayers for Nigeria and Kebbi State.
1,800 plus. We have all their passports, we have all their visas, we have all their details. We can do back to back.
He explained that Kebbi State is still expecting 8 more flights to convey nearly 4,000 intending pilgrims for this year's exercise. EasyChain, an Ivorian ICT startup designed for maritime logistics for movement of goods, has won the grand prize of $25,000 at a ceremony to draw the curtain on ECOWAS Forum for Africa Research and Innovation, FARI 2025 in Cotonou, Republic of Benin. Kelvin Ewunaye reports that startups from Ghana and Benin Republic came second and third, respectively.
The jury, made up of eminent scientists and researchers, adjudged EasyChain as most pragmatic, problem-solving, and locally responsive to ordinary users who face challenges in moving and buying agricultural produce across the sub-region. The startup from Ghana, Code Club, has the potential to assist blind people move around effortlessly, while the one from Benin Republic, Antokit, provides instant single-use screening device for precancerous cervical lesions. They were rewarded with $15,000 and $10,000 respectively to support the young innovators to push their products to the next level.
Les startups logistiques qui visent à simplifier en fait le transport maritime de marchandises en Afrique de l'Ouest.
West Africans are connected through seas, which makes it easier. There are other countries like Abidjan, Dakar, Cotonou, Abyssal, which does not have connections with us through the sea. Today is just for us to have other options. For West Africans, like Lomé in Togo, Kep in Deseka, Abidjan, Monrovia, and Dakar.
President of the ECOWAS Commission, Aliou Omar Touré, was excited by the level of commitment and zeal among the participants in the stacked-up competition, stressing that the future of West Africa, and indeed Africa, is bright. Ghana was presented with the symbolic key to host the next edition of FARI in 2027, while those who work to ensure the success of the FARI 2025 were recognized for making the sub-region proud. From Cotonou, Benin Republic, Kelvin Ewonwaye, NTA News.
In a renewed push for regional development and security, the Northwest governors have once again converged on Kaduna to work together for a more prosperous and peaceful region. The chairman of the Northwest Governors Forum, Diko Umar Rada, during their meeting at the Government House, Kaduna, reaffirms the collective resolve of the governors to deepen collaboration and confront the lingering menace of insecurity in some parts of the state. Mohammed Umar Ajingi reports.
It is late at night, but the urgency of the moment requires no sleep, driven by a common purpose to strategize and confront the growing threat of insecurity. The governors of the Northwest arrived one after the other at the Government House Kaduna for another meeting. As they step into the meeting room, they stand together, reciting the national pledge for commitment to Nigeria's peace and progress before delving into the business of the day.
As governors in this region, and we agreed to work together and to collaborate in different areas, especially in terms of economic development, agricultural initiatives, as well as fight against the insecurity. This is a forum that focuses attention on economic development and prosperity of our people, and I will continue to pursue that agenda.
Issue of unemployment, and most importantly, our collective resolve to have a position on how we can work closely together in addressing the problem of insecurity, because we believe no state can do it alone. And we believe we will need synergy for us to work together. And another area that we believe we need to work together is trying to work closely with the development partners.
The forum was born out of their collective resolve to face their shared challenges with unity. In Kaduna, I am Muhammad Umar-Ajingi, NTA News.
The Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, wants Nigerians to use social media as a tool for unifying and promoting values that could engender the country's development. The minister was a guest speaker at the 2025 edition of TEDx for Abuja Youth, organized by Nigerian Tulip International College, Abuja. Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara reports.
At the 2025 edition of the show at this school, the inspiring life experience of Nigeria's Minister of Information and National Orientation, Mohammed Idris, on how he successfully nurtured his career at the young age of 16, caught the attention of both the old and the young minds who are aspiring to build a passion.
The birth of the digital world also brought about the birth of the era of great misinformation, fake news, and disinformation. And therefore, that dream of becoming an instant broadcaster at age 16, and now as Nigeria's Minister of Information and National Orientation, I thought that I could use my valuable position to change things. We came about with a set of 5 pillars, trying to refine the Nigerian media and information ecosystem, trying to drive away the era of fake news, disinformation, and misinformation.
Now that his dream comes to pass as a media entrepreneur and the chief spokesman of Nigeria, he reassured this younger generation that policies under his watch are those that will promote sanity in the media ecosystem, as evidenced in the UNESCO Category 2 Media and Information Literacy Institute, whose establishment he is supervising in Nigeria.
You need that because in this age, the social media especially can both be a unifier and also an agent of destruction, depending on how you use it. We want everyone to use the social media especially, which has come to stay, by the way, as a tool for unifying all of us, for progress, for development of our country and of the world generally, not a tool for destruction.
This year's theme is passion, and the aim is for the driving forces behind great ideas, the courage to pursue them, and the impact of relentless dedication on personal and societal transformation.
TED is an acronym of Technology, Entertainment and Design, an American-Canadian non-profit media organization that shares educational and inspiring ideas with people worldwide in order to effect positive change in society. In Abuja, Salihu Abdullahi Gwanara, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. We'll take a break here. There will be more reports when we return. Do stay.
I therefore call on my colleagues, or media professionals and editors, to be discerning in their reportage. We must deny these groups the undue publicity they crave. We must take them off the front pages and accurately report them as the criminals that they are, without glorifying their acts or giving credence to their false narratives. These, of course, are not freedom fighters. They are murderers, kidnappers, and destroyers, and they must be presented as such.
This is NTA News 24.
Welcome back. The federal government has inaugurated the Steering Committee for the Sustainable Power and Irrigation for Nigeria (SPAIN) project aimed to enhance national food security, water management and climate resilience. Usman Zubairu reports that the project will be implemented under 2 models in collaboration with 5 ministries and interested states.
Valued at $500 million and supported by the World Bank, aims to deliver large-scale multipurpose infrastructure for irrigation and hydropower generation. This project is targeting 500,000 hectares of irrigated land, 30 gigawatts of sustainable energy, and strengthening resilience to floods, droughts, and climate change. Minister of Water Resources and Sanitation, who is the co-chair of the steering committee alongside the Minister of Power, said the initiative aligns with the renewed hope agenda of President Tinubu. According to the minister, the SPAIN project builds on the success of the Transforming Irrigation Management in Nigeria Trimming project, which helped rehabilitate about 32,000 hectares of irrigation schemes and empower water users across the country. And Nigeria is committed to improving its food, water, and energy security.
This will help to deliver the large-scale multipurpose infrastructure for irrigation and hydropower components to the revitalization of our rural community economy and realization of Nigeria's long-term development goals.
This will now provide us with an opportunity for our farmers to have all year-round farming.
It has been constituted, and with the support of the leadership of the ministries, I'm sure that they have all the support they need for this project to become very, very successful and implement for the benefit of all Nigerians.
Minister of Power, represented by the Permanent Secretary Mahmoud Mamman, reaffirms Nigerians' commitment to sustainable energy through hydropower, outlining it as key to achieving energy and food security.
To address any challenges that may arise and remove impediments that could hinder progress.
The SPAIN project will focus on key components: institutional strengthening, irrigation modernization, dam safety, operational improvements, and effective project management. Usman Zubairu, NTA News.
The Nigeria Hydrological Service Agency, NISA, say beyond government action, community participation and youth engagement is key to creating awareness on sustainable water resources management. The agency stated this at the launch of the Hydro Club at Government Secondary School, Kubwa. The Hydro Club initiative is aimed at inspiring young people to champion flood awareness campaigns, conduct local surveys, and serve as advocates for change that will drive sustainable development. The Accountant General of the Federation, Shamsuddin Ogunjimi, has expressed readiness to ensure the successful passage of the Public Financial Management Bill. Ogunjimi stated this during a meeting with the Director General of the Bureau of Public Service Reforms, BPSR, Dr. Dasuki Arabi, who led a team from the agency on a courtesy visit to the Accountant General of the Federation. The PFM bill was initiated by the Office of the Accountant General of the Federation to give legal backing to the public finance management reform initiatives of the federal government and the operations of the Treasury of the Federation. While speaking with the BPSR boss, Ogunjimi promised to give priority to positive reforms that will reposition the Treasury of the Federation for more efficient performance, promising to work closely with the agency to drive Treasury reforms and improve public financial management in Nigeria. The Director General of the Bureau of Public Service Reforms, Dr. Dasuki Arabi, suggested that a committee be set up to address the outstanding entitlements of government employees that were disengaged from service during the 2006 right-sizing exercise. Collaboration between institutions and health facility is primarily to foster and develop a partnership that can produce skilled professionals to contribute to the growth and development of healthcare services. This is the story and purpose of the familiarization visit of the Vice-Chancellor, University of Abuja, to NISA Premier Hospital. Shehu Mohammed Dati has more.
The University of Abuja's Vice-Chancellor visited NISA Premier Hospital, solidifying a partnership for training and research in reproductive sciences. This collaboration with Institute of Medical Sciences Africa, a NISA Medical Group subsidiary, aims to produce skilled professionals for Nigeria's healthcare industry.
I can assure you the future students, our university will serve Africa, because our students will be attracted from various parts of the country and Africa and the world in general, because we have potentials for students to come from other countries, the European countries as well.
Producing well-trained professionals to contribute to reproductive science growth in Nigeria is a key objective.
Marriage between academia and industry is one of the things that will lift up this country and allow people to research, practice and apply the research to industry. So this marriage is going on in the most advanced countries in the world, but it hasn't been really, it hasn't really made serious progress in Nigeria. How happy am I today that the Vice-Chancellor of a major university is stepping into a medical ground towards collaborative research.
The Vice-Chancellor toured the facility equipped with the state-of-the-art medical gadgets. In Abuja, Shehu Muhammad Dati, NTA News.
This is the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Let's take another look at our major stories. First batch of Nigeria's pilgrims to 2025 Hajj arrived Saudi Arabia. Security in Northwest region, governors meet in Katsina to fine-tune strategy. And Minister of Information and National Orientation Mohammed Idris entreats Nigerians to leverage advantages of social media. And that concludes the news desk at 6 on NTA News 24. Many thanks for watching. I am Chinenye Ngoyi.